The anomalies start really with the initial meeting with my client's brother in Paris, where she says, I think that some camera equipment was stolen and therefore the shoot couldn't go ahead, but he was going to be her photographer. But then we know from a Mirror report that someone on Chloe's behalf issued a press statement to the effect that she'd been caught up in the terrorist attacks in Paris. And it seems from that there's an argument to say that she's interested in generating some sort of publicity around crime. Then she has the meeting in Italy. It seems that at the alleged crime scene where she was seized from, that at the scene various clues were left, for example, masks, I think, and certainly a headed paper of this alleged top-secret criminal syndicate. The fact that there was an email sent to various media outlets in the United Kingdom prior to even her release, whereby there were details of what she was being held for, photographs of her, the fact that she was allegedly being ransomed on the dark web, etc., which would be a wholly unusual thing for committed kidnappers, criminals, hostage takers to do, to effectively alert the authorities indirectly of what they're doing and how they're doing it. And then, of course, you've got the fact that during the hostage situation, where she said in her own words when she came back from Italy, the first thing she said was that she feared for her life second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. Whereas, in fact, it seems that she's gone into the town where she was allegedly held, walked around with her alleged kidnapper, not being physically restrained at any stage at that point, and gone and purchased some shoes. Added, of course, to the fact that the alleged kidnapper, my client's brother, took her to the consulate when it was shut, because they got there too early in Milan, took her for breakfast. And they had a nice breakfast together before she was supposedly released by him. I mean, all these make it extremely anomalous and certainly unlike any kidnapping case I've ever been involved in.
But the Italian police believe her, and the Italian prosecutor firmly believes he can get a conviction, which is one of the reasons your client is still in custody.
Well, one thing that's been suggested to me by a member of the press in this country is that the Italians very much paraded the discovery of this crime. To them, there's obviously a huge benefit, potentially, like in this country, we've had significant miscarriages of justice, where there is a great impetus on the police to crack particular crimes, and there's a temptation on their part to present themselves as solving these very significant crimes.
Are you suggesting it's a nice trophy crime for them?
Well, on one view, it potentially is, because they've certainly got a hell of a lot of publicity out of it themselves.
If you're right, and your client is right, why would Chloe be lying to put two innocent men in jail for such a long period of time just for the sake of publicity?
I agree, put like that, it's very difficult to understand that it could actually be a sham. The rewards on her part are absolutely immense in terms of the generation. I think her manager spoke on the radio or on television about £200,000 worth of offers in the weekend before she was released. So the rewards are clearly absolutely immense. She's spoken on the Piers Morgan show about making many thousands of pounds from TV interviews and from her book, etc. So what, if any, arrangements have been made between her and Lucas, again, is unknown. You're
suggesting a slightly underhand arrangement that went completely wrong?
It's either, potentially, a sham kidnapping gone very wrong, or a kidnapping gone very wrong, or a publicity stunt gone very wrong. Something's gone very wrong.